Hello, this is Raja, and I'm your examiner today. And my serial number is 45607, working with British Council approximately 5 years. So our speaking session will be continued for 14 or 15 minutes. It has been divided into three parts: basic questions, cue card, and the follow-up questions. Okay? So, may I know what's your name?
Mm, my name is Said Mohidul Haq, and
Mm-hmm.
you can call me by my given name, Said.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Sayed, do you live in a city or the countryside?
I live in a city, which is situated in the mid of the Chittagong,
Mm-hmm.
and the Chittagong is situated in the southwest zone of the country.
Okay. Is it good for young people to grow up in the city?
Yes, in the cities, young people should grow up in the cities because there are
Mm-hmm.
lots of facilities covered to them,
Mm-hmm.
and as well as there are lots of things you can get in the
Mm-hmm.
village sections, and you have to come in the cities for this for them.
Okay. So, do you often read newspaper?
Um, I often I used to read newspaper in the
Mm-hmm.
past, but nowadays it is the digital technology, so
Mm-hmm.
I can read the newspapers in my mobile now.
Okay.
So I don't need to buy a newspapers in a like an item.
Okay. So, which do you prefer, reading newspaper or the magazine?
I prefer reading newspapers because in newspapers there are lots of news included,
Mm-hmm.
the country news and also the international news. So I can able to know the whole world in one paper.
Okay. So, what kinds of newspaper do you easily read?
I used to read different newspapers, but I like the sports newspaper most.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Whenever I got time, if I not able to read the main newspapers, I
Mm-hmm.
usually read the sports sections daily.
Okay. So, old I'm like, how old were you when you first started to read newspaper?
Uh, from the when I was able to
Mm-hmm.
the read the sections of the newspapers, every pair of the newspapers, and understanding the column of the newspapers. From that time, I used to read newspaper daily.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, do you think it's important to read newspaper?
Yes, obviously, it's important to read newspapers because it's a vast knowledge you are having from the paper,
Mm-hmm.
and without this, you can't live a single day in your life.
Yeah, okay. So, what difference types of newspaper are there in Bangladesh?
There are lots of newspapers in Bangladesh, like
Mm-hmm.
the entertainment newspapers, sports newspapers, and the news newspapers. You can get every news from them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, what are some methods that newspaper use to attract readers?
Uh, the point which attracted the most in the newspapers
Mm-hmm.
was the breaking news of the country and
Okay.
also the whole world. This attract people most.
Okay. So, what influence do you think newspaper have on society?
Mhm. There are lots of influences which
Mm-hmm.
affect the society by the
Mm-hmm.
newspapers, like you can know the
Mm-hmm.
impact of the society by the newspapers, and any kind of or any kind of incident happening in the society you
Uh-huh.
can know through the newspaper.
Very good. So, do you think the internet is a good way to get news?
Definitely nowadays it's the digitalized techno days
Mm-hmm.
now, and newspaper come into your mobile now,
Mm-hmm.
and as well as you can read, you can know any kind of newspapers from the mobile in a second.
Very good. So now I'd like to share a cue card with you where you will have time to take preparation, approximately 1 minute, and you will have to continue your speech for 2 minutes at least. And you don't have to
Okay.
be worried about stopping or the time schedule because when the time will be over, I'm gonna knock you. Just let me know. Do you
Okay.
have the piece of paper and pencil with you?
Yes, I do have my paper and pencil
Okay,
with me.
perfect. Then let me share the screen for you. Okay, so here is the topic. Can you see it? Yeah, you have 1 minute to take preparation, please.
আচ্ছা ভাইয়া, ধরেন এই যে কোশ্চেনটা আসলো, হ্যাঁ,
Yep.
এটা কি তিনটাই নিয়ে ডেভেলপমেন্ট নিয়ে কথা বলতে হবে নাকি ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল একটাই?
Yeah, what is the development? When you heard about it, how did you actor? Actor.
এইটাই তো, হোয়াট ইজ দ্য ডেভেলপমেন্ট?
Okay, so your time's over. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes,
Oh, please, then carry
yes,
on.
I'm ready.
Carry on, please.
Every in our country now, there are lots of development happening right now,
Mm-hmm.
and Chittagong also not out from the list.
Mm-hmm.
There are lots of development occurring now, and for that meaning, I
Mm-hmm.
also recommend one development which is now
Mm-hmm.
important, really important for us, and this is the elevated expressway which is occurring from the Lalkan Bazaar to the airport
Mm-hmm.
road, and you can reach there within 10 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
which which was a long distance before the development. And I heard about it 3 years back, when the constructions
Mm-hmm.
work was starting that time,
Mm-hmm.
and I really feel that, really great and also glad that one of the most important mega structure is going to be developed in our city.
Mm-hmm.
And now in 2024, the structure is totally set up, and it's now ready for the inauguration.
Okay.
And and it's really a blessing for me and also the citizens of the Chittagong, because it's really needable for us
Mm-hmm.
for going to the airport. Uh, Mostly as the fact that I used to go to the airport severely because uh, to receive my family members and
Mm-hmm.
also the relatives coming from the abroad. And there are also amusement park which is called Potenga Sea
Mm-hmm.
Show, and there are also park included. Many visitors go there
Mm-hmm.
to have a refreshment and to have recreation also, and as well as they are they are able to go there in a short period of time, which was which was in the past. They took long time to go there, and I
Okay.
really
No,
feel
thank
glad
you.
to
Thank you
now
so
right now.
much. Perfect. So now I'm gonna ask you some follow-up questions based on the cue card. Uh, Mr. Said, what transportation do you use the most?
The production I use most is the face masks,
Mm-hmm.
as the city is the concluded with the air pollutions,
Okay.
uh, especially in the Chittagong city. It is industrial area. It is
Mm-hmm.
the industrial area, and business. It's of the business capital of Bangladesh.
Okay.
So the garments and factories are too much available in the city, and so much air pollutions are coming from these sectors, and
Okay.
we have to we
Okay.
I
Got
need to
it.
use the face mask. Yes.
Perfect. So, is public transport popular in Bangladesh?
Yes, obviously, public transport are very famous in Bangladesh because
Mm-hmm.
Bangladesh is the densely populated country, and everyone doesn't have the ability
Mm-hmm.
to drive their own vehicles to get their own transport.
Mm-hmm.
So they usually use public transport, which is given by the government.
Okay. So, what can be improved in public transport service?
There are lots of defects in the public transport
Mm-hmm.
systems, like they don't maintain the traffic rules, and the the vehicles which they use for the transport are is backdated, and
Okay.
also not really comfortable for the transportation.
Okay. So, what laser facilities can be used by people of all ages?
Laser facilities need to be developed in our country because there are lack of the laser facilities,
Mm-hmm.
like mm, don't have a park, and also um, there are no recreational points in our
Mm-hmm.
country, and there are a lot of lackings available for them.
Okay. So, do you think the young people in your country like to visit cinemas most?
Yes, young people are really fond of cinemas. They used to
Mm-hmm.
go to the cineplex and multiplex to watch the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, as these multiplexes are so
Mm-hmm.
so not available, not so much available.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone couldn't able to go there.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to improve for their recreations.
Okay. Uh, how is the subway system developing in your country?
The subway systems in our country is not so good so far, and people used to cross the road
Mm-hmm.
by cross the road. It's totally in a dangerous way,
Okay.
and our authorized organization and we should authorize subway systems for the crossing people. I think that.
Okay, perfect. So with these questions, we have completed our speaking session over here. And it was a very good time with you. And thanks for your participation. And I wish for your good results. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, perfect.